Hey, what's good? It's Roknin, and I'm back with another Roknin versus Online video for Street Fighter V. This time, it's going to be quite a large one because there are 3 sets that I want to look at in a row. This one is against JuanLee, a Zeku player that I ran into. Or did he come to my lobby? I want to. No. I ran into him in casual matches. I'm pretty sure it's a casual match. I wish I had him in the lobby because it was really good. And I generally, when I play Mexican or Mexico flag players, I won't say Mexican per se, but Mexico flag players or people from Mexico, the connection is usually kind of a mess, a hot mess. But in this case, it actually was okay. It was pretty good. It had its moments, but it was for the most part pretty solid, and I could not complain. And by the end of this set, even though I lost, I felt really good. Like, I'm not good in the sense like, oh, I did great, but like in the sense of like, you know what, I can't complain about that loss. There's things I need to work on, and I need to learn about this matchup and that to practice. But I can't be mad about it. There are a couple of things that annoy me that I have to look out for, but largely the set was okay. Oh, I should have punished that. That should have been punished much heavier, or just in general, not much heavier, punished at all. But I think I didn't expect him to DP there, and so I let it go by the wayside. But I can't keep using that as an excuse per se. Oh, that was supposed to be a flip kick, but at least I knew to punish there, so that's good. And it's good in the sense that at least I knew, and I didn't like, oh, can I punish this? But I did the cross medium punch, and it did hit. I just didn't get the flip kick conversion. But I could have punished harder than that, and that's one of the things I work on as well. Is like my punishes with Juri are very, very small still, and I think that's because I've been mostly focusing on just getting her ground game together and not too much on her max damage. Because her neutral is just her gameplay in general is actually very complex, and I think for the longest time I've been playing kind of like beginner Juri, and I still am. I'm not really doing the things that Juri is capable of, but I think that's kind of necessary for me right now, so I can continue to get a handle on her. So I'm playing her and JuanLee, and it's kind of funny I'm playing two of the more complex, more complex characters in the game. That was good. Right now I got corner pressure. I'm keeping it. That didn't cross up, and I knew it wouldn't. But then you take my throw. My throw timing is still bad because I get in these spurts where people just take my throws all day without even having to like practice. That was a very late anti-air. I was very lucky. I didn't DP it, which I probably should have tried. That's supposed to be pinwheel super, but I dropped it after the target combo. I'm finally trying to work target combo into my game plan now. And I'm getting desperate to end this match before this round gets out of hand. I'm gonna get it right there though. And so I was waiting for him. I knew probably once he got to a certain range, he would want to throw those that out again. Actually, let me go back a little bit because I want to look at that and just make sure I'm right about something. Because I kind of noticed when he's gonna throw it, he like steps back a little bit. Like he steps back out of range if he wants me to walk in and press the button, and then he'll do one of Zeku's Cypher attacks. I call them Cypher. Yeah, like right there, I could tell. Like he walked. Let me go here. He kind of walked forward and then like stuttered and then stopped. Like he did the crouch fist, it got blocked. He walked back, which is him trying to get space to do it. And then I saw that there. Like I was already prepared. Like as soon as I see him move, I'm jumping. So the only thing that he could have done was anticipate that I would jump and anti-air me with it, which is possible. But he hadn't done an anti-air one yet that it caught me, so I figured he was trying to zone, and I was right, and I got the punish. Like I could tell too because of the fact that from that distance that he was trying to zone. He wasn't really trying to bait me to jump from that distance because it wouldn't hit me from that distance. Well, actually, I think it would have. Take that back. It would have hit me from that distance, but he hadn't really done it from that distance yet. Now that was actually good on my part because I recognized that I didn't get the full jump in. So I changed it to the light pinwheel combo on reaction to like, oh, I'm too far away to get this entire punish. Unlike usual, I just go through the entire thing, even if I notice that I'm too far away and I end up missing the pinwheel. And I die. But right now, he's not being very buttonsy. I could have ended it right there. I should have did a stand fierce to flip kick into super. I could have ended it, but now I've given him a second chance at life. Right here, I knew. I'm like, he's going to super. If then I didn't do super myself. Like, why'd I do that? Anything would have been better than what I did right there. I was supposed to do that into super, but or store into super. Was it store? No, store in the, I'm sorry, not super. Store in the EX Fuha. I didn't do it. I didn't do the EX Fuha, and I'm like, crap. I let him live, and that's dangerous in this game. As I will often repeat, letting your opponent live is dangerous in this game. You have to be aggressive and get your max damage whenever you can to finish things off. If you are not certain and you think that you need to use super to kill them rather than whatever your max damage combo is, I would not be mad. I would be like, yep, use super in the round, get it over with. Don't even give them a chance, because you give them too many resources if you don't. But yeah, I knew that super was coming, because that's like Zeku trap number one, or day one Zeku trap. I'm like, he's gonna definitely do the entire V-skill sequence and then do super. And on my hitbox, in case he didn't and he went for a throw, I did a super late tech. So it's basically it's like if he actually went for a throw, we'll detect the throw. But if he didn't, then I just blocked the super. I've gotten better at late throw tech. It still doesn't come off that well online, but offline it does pretty well. Now I'm still approaching the same way right now. He's doing, ooh, that's a good anti-air. He's being more aware now. Before I think he was autopiloting, but now he kind of sees what I'm trying to do. And I think this game he kind of destroyed me. Not destroyed me, I don't want to say that, but he's really keeping me at bay. And I really want to get in. And I'm trying to do anything to get in now. I'm actually very desperate. Yeah. In my brain too, I'm thinking right now that I can EX flip kick over that cipher and I can get in. I'm calling it cipher because I do not have the patience to call each one of those by their different names for like the anti-air one, the regular. I'm like, all right, look, they're all just freaking cipher. If they're distracted attacks, I'll go with it. But yeah, I thought they kind of as a projectile I could EX over, and maybe it does. I might have to go back in the lab and check that to make sure. I thought it did, but I got hit by it once, so. And I think that comes up in like either the next round or the next game, but you'll see it. So now I'm dealing with his young Zeku, who I haven't dealt with yet. And I'm doing okay right now. Things haven't gotten out of hand yet. But here they go. So I'm pressing buttons at the wrong time to get out of pressure, to try and get out of pressure, or try to take my turn back. And he's like, you can't have it. Take this counter hit instead. And so I'm hitting and running, like I'm seeing if I get a hit in or what happens, and then if I don't see something prosperous, I run the hell away, go back, set up, do it again. And that's kind of the way I'm playing Jury now. I'm actually going back to the hit and run style they want you to play her in for now. But that's cool because I can do that. You can switch it up every match, depending on the matchup. You can play a hit and run style, you can play more of a aggressive style, you can play more of a defensive zoning, not zoning, but footsie style. And yeah, I got hit by that. That was just a good combo, and I couldn't even be mad. Like, damn. Had to eat that. I blocked all of that, but I didn't block the overhead. That overhead. I remember I was mad at myself. I was like, why did I block that overhead? And I look at it, that overhead was very hard to see. Like, Zeku's overhead is not easy to just like, oh, I can react to that. It really isn't. It's quite hard to see. I cannot blame myself for that one. It's just hard to see in general. So, but I did a good job of blocking everything before that, and I probably should have V-reversal, but I think I was trying to just be stingy about it and save it for like that, either that one situation or see if I could build up my V meter to get V-trigger off the next hit, but it never came. I should have V-reversal. Granted, Jury's V-reversal is pretty ass compared to most, but it does serve its function for the most part. So this is the last game between us two here, and as you can see, I didn't mention this, but my costume tech, I am wearing the Halloween Jury costume. It's actually one of my favorite costumes for her. It's kind of weird. I think it's because of the hood and the ears and the look of it. It looks like she's like supposed to be a witch, but also like she's Pikachu. like a Pikachu cosplay, which I find hilarious. Plus it's sexy too, and I think that fits her personality, so I'll rock it. I'm gonna get thrown a lot in this match. There we go. That was actually good that I got the crouch medium punch into the flip kick, which is what I'm always trying to do in neutral. Like I try to put it in a range where you would just walk into the medium punch and then I'll get the free flip kick, but I often miss it. Oh, I'm so mad I couldn't finish that, but I ran out of V-trigger meter, so I couldn't with the last one. But it's okay. I pushed him to the corner and got my pressure. I felt pretty confident here. I'm like, okay, we're back in control. I controlled his young Zeku because my main thing with playing against old Zeku. There we go, right there. I did EX pinwheel off rip because I'm like, he's going to definitely 100% throw a cipher to start the round off to try and put me in block stun. So I'm going to open it up with flip kick. See, but I don't know if it's that I missed that the projectile with, or I got hit by. Oh, you know what? It is a projectile still, and it's probably, if I would have landed in front of it, I probably would have been okay. I think what happened is because of the way Jury's anti-projectile move works. I landed on the hitbox. His foot has a hitbox too, or his leg has a hitbox too, probably, and it's not a projectile hitbox. And her EX flip kick, as majority of players know, but everybody else might not know, is only projectile invincible. It's not fully invincible. It's just projectile invincible. So you can stuff it. You can throw her out of it before she lands. Oh, I'm sorry, when she lands, not before she lands. You can do anything you want to that thing. It's not some safe move. It is safe on block. It's -2. But even then, it's just like, no. So that's what happened. It's not that I hit the blade, it's that I hit his foot. But even then, like, the blade is way far out, so his foot is it's pretty safe to throw out there. Now I'm getting desperate to get back in because I want to reestablish my pressure, but I'm stuck in this corner right now. What I should probably do is block a V reversal. But I get a sweep. I get a throw. What do I do here? I should have been an anti-air, but it's okay. It's okay. We're all right. I got thrown again. Ooh. Man, he is pressuring. Oh, I hate. Oh, man. The animation of this is so obnoxious to me. Because look at this. And this is what I got to work on with Zeku. Was like, no, I got to recognize when Zeku's going to walk up and just throw me. Because he just walked up and just casually chucked me. But how his wall speed is so fast and the animation is so smooth. Like, even when he does grab you, like most grab animations have kind of a jump when they jump to another pose. His is so smooth that you jump to another pose, but he doesn't really change. So if you're looking at him and not yourself and not paying attention, it's hard to tech this on reaction. I didn't even have a tech stored up. I don't think I even late teched it. I just flat out missed, and it's so smooth. Like he just literally just go from like walking here and then like whoop, it goes beep, it goes and then bam, you throw. So that sucked. Also, if you wonder if I got that, it goes beep, it goes and it's a Sweet Mason remix. Bill Wyman's metal detector. I love Sweet Mason stuff. It's goofy, but it's also very awesome and well edited. Here, I think I might have gone. I think I was thinking about going suit, but I changed my mind because it was like a suit early in the round to waste that much meter on a super starter from jabs. I would have got like 300 damage at most, and really wouldn't compensate to take away all my meter. I got fortunate that he didn't punish that. I tried to guess the timing for another cipher, and I just did it, and he did not punish me. I got lucky. Time for this guy. He punched my overhead, so that's good. Now I'm just putting out buttons at the wrong time. Let me go back here and see what I thought I was doing, because I got hit multiple times there. Just counter hit all over the place. Let's see. How far back are we going? Right here. Let's do this. He does that. That's clearly safe, or safer than what I was putting out. I have to go back and look at that, how safe that is. It might be 0. I hit jab there, so I'm already hit stun a disadvantage here. He goes something and misses. But when he misses, I try and whip punish before because I noticed that. And I'm like, crouch medium punch, but he's already retracted. And now his stand, I want to say a stand medium kick, his stand forward clips my crouch strong. Ugh, that sucks. So yeah, that sucked. Then here, I'm using medium kick in neutral now, and now I realize I gotta stay out of his range, but I'm jumping too much. I was fortunate there, but I'm jumping too much, put myself in disadvantage. Oops, I mean hit the mic. And because of that, I got grabbed and got anti-aired. Ooh. And now I gotta take a guess. You got a ton of pressure to do here. I got a sweep. Oh my goodness, I could do this. He got air reset, and I didn't account for that, and then he killed me. So that sucked. But yeah, that was a good set. I liked that set. That set was dope, and I felt pretty positive about that set. I was glad I played it. That being said, clearly there were still things I needed to work on there. Primarily with young Zeku. I think old Zeku I kind of have a handle on. It's not too bad to deal with. It's just knowing, it's just the usual. He's going for a projectile, jump over it and punish, or he's baiting you with a projectile to punish you, so just block it and walk block in. And Zeku was pretty good at setting that game up because Cypher has just such godly range. But what I really need to work on is a young Zeku matchup, because with young Zeku, I'm still not familiar with his buttons. So as far as taking over the ground game and keeping him going crazy, especially I'm really looking for slide a lot with him, or like any kind of run in, because I know a lot of Zekus online do that, and it's very hard to deal with online. But the more I can punish that, the better. This Zeku didn't do that. This Zeku literally was like, I'm gonna walk forward and press buttons, and you're going to eat each one of these buttons. And if you don't, then I'm just gonna walk through it and throw you, and you can't react. And he was right. Like, I was actually very surprised by that. Like, I can't think of a time that he did like run up overhead or like run up slide. He didn't, not even once in that set. So shout out to him, to JuanLee, for that set. Thank you for playing that. And if you see one of my lobbies, feel free to jump in, because I can use some more practice in that Zeku matchup, particularly with the neutral game of it, with the neutral aspect of it, because that's still something I gotta learn. I play so few Zekus. Well, actually, I play more Zekus than I would expect, but it's still a very rare matchup. I play a ton more reused Akumas and Kins than I play a Zeku. So yeah, like I said, mainly reason I'm doing this is to try and level myself up, but also help other people level up. I'm seeing some mid-card player that can't really seem to get out of pools, try and get past pools, for reasons. But yeah, and just hopefully, it's more self-serving than anything. Like I said, I'm really trying to help myself to improve, but if I help other people along the way, then I am very happy to do that. And this is the match analysis that I've been really trying to do for a while, and still keep it kind of entertaining and keep it fun to watch. So yeah, there's that. Thank you again, and I will holler at you on the next one. Later.